I never thought I'd see the day, but I am here today to defend Stephenie Meyer just a little bit in terms of how she created her cursed, unhinged Twilight vampire lore. What I do want to say for Stephenie Meyer is that she hadn't written before Twilight. She says on her website that she had tried in the past to write a chapter of something here and there, but it had never gone anywhere, and that at the time when she started writing Twilight, she hadn't even tried to write anything in 6 years. On June 2nd, 2003, she had a dream where she was looking down on a very sparkly vampire and a young human girl in a meadow, and she woke up and she couldn't stop thinking about the dream, and she wrote down the details because she didn't want to forget it. And she wrote from that meadow scene to the end of the book, and then she started at the beginning of the book and wrote to the meadow, and that's how Twilight came to be. I don't think that she thought for a second about whether or not they had fangs. I don't think she thought about how Edward would have had to suck the blood out from her wound like drinking from a straw. Unfortunately, that she did take the time to find La Push and the very real Quileute tribe, because she was trying to find a way to get Edward to say that he was a vampire, and she couldn't find a way, and she was like, I will have a native person do it for him. In terms of them being like made of boulders or like all of the horseshit that she came up with afterwards as to why they sparkle and closed mouth kissing, and I just don't think she thought about any of it. And that is part of what makes Twilight so wonderful. It's so raw. It's also part of what makes Twilight an unhinged disaster. When I talk about loving and hating Twilight, I mean it with all the love in the world. It's the most beautiful. Her writing is the most beautiful, raw thing in the world, and it's also egregious. This is what my book is about.